You're a grifter for spreading hatred and bigotry and things you do not believe to get clicks.
Yeah, but that's
There's a very big
perspective.
difference.
But a lot of people in the audience would say that you spread hatred and bigotry. So that's
what do I
subjective.
Say? Nope.
So my point is, all I'm trying to argue.
You made fun of short people earlier.
Wow. Let me defend. Have I ever taken an entire group of people, whether they be Trump supporters or anybody? No. You could never find me ever saying an entire group of people are this. Myron is a piece of shit for doing that.
What do you think about white nationalists?
Hold on. When have I said an entire group? I typically...
Jews. You say the word Jews and then you define it with an entire group of people being a certain way. You're a dumbass. You don't even understand what I'm saying.
Here's the thing. There's always nuance to things. So when I say Jews control porn,
and of course,
and I said, of course the Jews going to promote porn because Jews run the porn industry. Because you literally just backed this. I was like,
there are plenty of people that are not Jewish.
Does that mean every single
one
wants to go ahead and push porn? No, but I just found it funny how a Jew was on stage. He literally says, "What's wrong with porn? It's totally fine." I'm like, yeah, well, he's a Jew. That makes sense now.
Okay.
So
again,
literally, you just confirmed the stereotype, and I'm acknowledging that.
Can we guys? Can we update the marketing?
All Jews do that.
Can the production team update the marketing to put Jews instead of dating?
So, hey,
Myron, I want
every single time, dude.
Just make sure you leave early, Myron, because I know you're going to be late for your Klan meeting tonight.
No, I got plenty of time.
Yeah, I don't think he's not allowed in the Klan. Let's just be real.
I believe it. One tonight. Yes.
I believe it. Yeah, but you don't generalize at all, though.
I pushed it back.
Yeah. Okay, buddy. Okay.
Yeah. Generalize all.
So, dating.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jessica, what do you think about dating? You've been quiet over there.
Yeah, this has been a wild conversation. I'm like, well, where's the topic at? It's been OnlyFans, it's been Jews, it's been Myron hating women, thinking we're second-class citizens. This is crazy. What's the actual topic? You said
it's modern dating.
Yeah, what about modern dating, dude? Like,
what's fucked?
Specific. It's fucking terrible.
Here, let me get into this with the dating, right? So,
yes, sir.
Here's the thing. If women want to be hoes, right, and they want to get on OnlyFans and have their sexual empowerment or pursue a career and not be in the kitchen, have a family, that's fine. Yeah. What I do think we need to do, because I understand that it's the United States, this is a free country and capitalism, etc. But we don't do enough to tell women, look, once you go down this road, there's no going back. Once you get into sex work, once you decide to go in and pursue this shit, you're pretty much cooked, okay? And I always use the example where it's like dropping a glass and letting it shatter. You can put as much glue as you can, trying to repair it, but if you pour water in it, it's going to leak. And that's essentially what happens when women get into sex work. You're never going to be the same after. And I don't think we do enough to let women understand that if you sexualize yourself, especially on the internet in the digitalized world that we're in now, it's going to come back to haunt you to some degree, and it's going to close a lot of doors for you that you didn't even know that you had open to you later on. So that's what I think. We need to go tell women, go in there with your eyes wide open, and being a will hurt you.
Yeah. So I always say on every panel I do that I don't think women should go into OnlyFans, not for stupid purity reasons like he says, or because it breaks your soul or whatever, but because, you know, the average amount you make on OnlyFans is $130. The median's $30, right? So I was already doing social media full time. I was sitting on 2 million followers. I knew I'd retire off it. I do think it's destructive for your like career and dating prospects all the time. But as far as the reasons he's saying, I think it's stupid. You know, like the idea that it's just going to be worse for your soul or something like that. Like I don't agree with that, but we do have that overlap.
So a lot of women have a lot of trauma and mental issues after doing pornography. This has been documented in studies.
And it is true. And I'm going to say this as a woman who's in the entertainment industry where there's a lot of sex workers in comedy. It is a fucking factor, and women want to sit there and deny and say that, oh, it doesn't affect us. It fucking does. And the more you want to sit there and say, oh, it doesn't affect, you're fucking dumb, dude. Like,
well, Jessica, elaborate. Like, you know, I don't want to shout it. I mean, call anybody out, but like Karen Feehan, who's a friend of mine, but you know, she's kind of more famous for her OnlyFans, and she's a big comedian, but she also has a big OnlyFans. So people debate whether or not she's more famous from her OnlyFans or her comedy. And she's a friend of mine. I'm not hating on her, but just she's a topic of that debate. You as a comedian, what do you think about that subject, though, being famous for one or the other?
It's really, you know what I mean? As a high-value woman, ladies and gentlemen, myself. I'm sorry, I don't have OnlyFans. You know, I know you want to see my breasts, but I can't do it, dude. It is absolutely, I believe, I know I'm sitting on this end of the table, and it's because I understand why people do it, but I think at the end of the day, for me, having friends that are in OnlyFans, and they get boyfriends, and one of their main things... Oh, thank you. God, you want to kiss, dude? You want to make out right now? Oh, my God. Look at this sexy...
That was sex work right there. You were offering sex for a drink.
For free. I could have made a profit. That's how you know I'm not Jewish. At the end of the day, I believe it is detrimental. At the same time, Farah, you know, if you want to do that, it is. But you also can't deny the fact that when you get into a serious relationship, that conversation comes where I have this guy and he's not into OnlyFans and he's not going to take me seriously. Every single fucking friend that I have that does OnlyFans, that is a topic of discussion where he's not going to take me seriously. He doesn't love what I do.
But isn't it a case-by-case basis where everybody is different? I agree. There are some people where it could shatter them and they're changed for the rest of their lives. But I also know people that are the opposite of that. I know somebody who used to be a pastor from a very alt-right Christian family, does my radio show every week. Now she is an OnlyFans model. She could not be happier.
A female pastor?
Yeah, she's a former pastor.
Probably molested. I don't know.
No, she was not. No, she was not. She's not. Hold on a second. She's not breaking the law. She's not breaking the law.
Yeah.
She's making a lot of money. She's happy. By the way, her fiance is very happy, has no problem at all with what she's doing.
Oh,
Everybody's different.
I want to explain this. Let me explain this to Myron. Myron. Let me explain this to him. So on the right, they like to call people cucks. And I know that Myron's going to say, well, her husband's a cuck or your boyfriend's a cuck. But Myron, there are some proud cucks.
Yeah, there are. And I mean, I think that there's something wrong with that.
Well, that's a whole sexual thing, and that's like a weird.
There are guys that enjoy.
Yes,
being
but that's
Right.
like destiny.
Exactly.
Like
That's my point. Everybody's
some people
different.
do like that, but that's like a sexual
Like, making
fetish.
fun of them
That's
won't
not
change.
That's not the average. I would say the average man does not want to share the person they're in a relationship.
Everybody is
men
different.
Are extremely territorial with their woman, and they're not going to want certain things. And the other thing too, why it's like so strange when with her argument is like, men don't really ask for much in relationships when we're with women. Like, just be quiet, don't be a make me a sandwich when I ask, and like, don't embarrass me. And I find it interesting how like women can't even get that fucking right a lot of the times.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, not only can they not get that part right, then they expect you to be super successful, etc. Like, think about this. She's saying my boyfriend right now he's an author, he does all this, right? Has all these accomplishments. But what he doesn't realize is that she's on stage right now embarrassing him because she does sex work. So that hurts his reputation.
I have a question.
Women's reputation. Men's reputations get destroyed by the stupid shit their girls do.
I have a question for you. How long have you guys been together?
It's pretty new, but we're engaged.
Okay.
Oh, that's gonna last.
That was my next question.
Yeah.
Is he going to marry you?
Yeah.
Oh, are you going to have family?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Are you worried that at some point in the future your kids will find your porn?
Am I worried they'll find it?
Fingers crossed. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Let me clarify. Let me ask it again. Are you worried about how you'll react when they find it? She's got 2 million followers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're gonna know.
Obviously,
They're gonna be in school and they're gonna get made fun of.
Yeah.
other dads might be subscribers.
But isn't that her life? If
Yeah.
I
she
didn't say it wasn't. I was asking her if she's
No,
concerned
I
about
understand, but everybody. Again,
Hey, look. I want to say this.
I just want to say something, which is that I get this critique a lot, which is, what you're doing is so bad, it's irreparable because your future kids are going to be bullied for it, right? And I would just say this is like,
the reason.
what?
I'm not saying that's the reason it's bad. I'm saying, do you have concern about what your children will go through because of it? It's a fact they will go through bullying because of it.
Maybe, I don't know. I think the tides are turning, right?
Oh,
and I also would
not
just
maybe.
say,
It's
and I
not
also
maybe.
Just say, I don't think people should live their lives. I don't think people should live their lives in accordance to what will like mitigate or stave off future bullying for their kids. Like, we don't apply that to gay couples. We don't apply that to, for instance, one of the biggest things you'll be bullied for is like if you're a racial minority to school, whether you're white, black, whatever. We wouldn't then advocate that you shouldn't desegregate schools.
Here's the thing.
So I'm just saying this is the one time.
She's not even going to make it to the part where they
Myron,
have kids.
pretend there's a in your mouth. Be quiet for a second.
Hold on, Jew. So what I was gonna say, like, it doesn't matter.
Gay
like, she's
jokes
over here
and Jew
saying,
jokes.
she's literally saying, oh, my kids might or might not find it. I'm saying it might not even go that far because if someone that looks just like her, Mia Khalifa, I remember this vividly. She had a guy that she was engaged to, this like guy that was a chef or whatever, and he had to leave her because he kept getting jokes on him, DMs of people sending videos of her, blah blah blah. The reality is, this guy that you're with, he's going to break with the pressure of people constantly ridiculing him, calling him a dumbass, calling him a cuck, etc. A man can only take so much
Yeah, but bro, what if he
getting
beats-
roasted for being with a sex worker.
Hey, what if he beats off to it, though? Like, what if he's into it?
Well, she got
it's just a
lucky,
matter of
yeah.
time. You know, it's just a matter of time. So if she even makes it to the kids,
call me a cock. I love it.
I think there's going to be problems even before that.
He'll be okay. I mean,
See, I
first
think-
of all, I don't even do I don't have sex with other guys on my platform. He swiped my V card. Like, he knows I'm extremely loyal to him. He's literally my one body. Like, I think we'll be fine. And I don't think he has these qualms about being a cuck or whatever.
Oh, he's into it, bro.
Yeah.
I don't believe that, but whatever.
I don't
We don't have to
care.
debate that.
I don't care. He knows. He knows it's